Hey guys, welcome to Caprock Canyons State Park. I am out here today to do something pretty special. We're getting a group of Texas YouTubers together, and we're going to have a couple nights out here. One night car camping and one night backpacking out here. Just got done driving about 5.5 hours way out here to the Texas Panhandle, and it is a beautiful December day. Couldn't ask for better weather. Really not windy at all right now. About 70 degrees, so you never know what you're going to get up here in the Texas Panhandle during late fall, early winter time. And I think we're going to hit a good weather window for this trip. I'm super excited about it, so stick around to see if you know anybody else that might show up on this video. If you've followed my channel for very long, you've either seen some of these folks or you have definitely heard me talking about them. So excited to meet up with some of them, and I think this is going to be an awesome trip. So we'll see you here in just a little bit from the campsite. So these will be our campsites for the night. We got that one there, and then this shelter right here, and a beautiful background back there. I think we'll have plenty of room to spread out. We're kind of at the end of the trail over here in the corner, so I don't think we'll have too much company. And then there are some outhouses right over there, so really not too bad for our first night car camping. Let everybody get out here, and everybody's showing up at different times, so we didn't want to back in too far without everybody. Well, I just got everything brought down. Got some of our car camping stuff right there, and got the wood brought down for a fire. Always nice to have a fire when you're out camping. It kind of stinks that Texas state parks don't allow fires out in the backcountry whenever you backpack camp. So we'll have one tonight, but not tomorrow night. My tent set up right over there, and I don't know if it'll show up on camera, but a theme of this trip is that everything will end up being covered in red dirt by the end of this trip. It's just hard to get away from that. So I think I might walk over here to the edge and get a little look down farther into the canyon. The lady at the front desk did tell me once I registered that they're expecting highs in the lower part of the canyon, which we're already part of the way down, so not too much lower than us. They're expecting the highs today to be in the low 90s, which sounds pretty wild for this time of year. All right, I told y'all there's going to be a few other channels here, and I told you it'd probably be somebody you've seen before or heard of, and we got Tony here from Bluecollar Backcountry.
Hey everybody, man, come out here to enjoy it, and very thankful that Cameron decided to put this together for us. Man, this is long overdue.
Yeah, we've been talking to each other for a long time.
Yeah, a long time. I've seen a lot of channels come and go, and we're still kind of hanging in there.
Anyway, so we're hanging around camp here and wait for a few others to get here, and just enjoy the scenery, I guess.
Oh yeah, I love
it. All right, we got one more person here, and you know this guy if you've seen any of my more recent videos. This is ChucoHiker, and he had a pretty good drive out here.
Yeah, about 7 hours.
So yeah, so I was thinking we were going to be somewhere in the middle between us and him, and you know, he had to drive pretty good ways, but we all made it out here.
You drive all the way out there, like more than once to see me, so I'm happy to return the favor.
Yeah.
Texas is too big.
Yeah, it's a big state for sure, and we're totally up in a complete different area than what both our videos usually are. So anyway, it's good to catch back up and get to meet some new people. And I'll run you over here, and we'll see another group that just showed up. All right, we got another channel here with us. This is the Texas HIKEaholics, and y'all probably seen them, their channel, and I know I've mentioned them several times before. And this is Barbara and Craig, and real glad to finally meet them. We've been talking for years back and forth on YouTube, so really cool that they're able to get out here, and looking forward to spending the weekend with them and everybody else out here.
Glad to be here.
Glad to be here. Glad Cameron put this on for us.
Yeah, thanks.
Brother was a producer for public broadcast television. So his brother fell in with him and agreed to produce and everything.
Well, guys, that's the end of day one. Not a ton of video, and try to get a little more tomorrow. But I just enjoyed everyone's company tonight. A lot of good conversation and some bourbon, and had a good time around the campfire. But we will see you in the morning and on to the backpacking section of the trip. Good morning, everybody. It's about 7 a.m. and the sun hadn't quite made it up yet, but I have got my stuff packed up over there, and everybody else is stirring and getting up and packing up. And we had a really good night last night out by the fire, just talking, and gonna have a breakfast all together this morning here. And then the plan for today is to head out and do a real short backpacking trip up to the North Prong campsites, and then we'll do some other hiking, probably on the Ridge Trail and back to Fern Cave or somewhere around there. Anyway, so I'm gonna finish getting packed up and cook up some breakfast. Got my coffee going there. A couple minutes it'll be ready, and then for breakfast we're having breakfast tacos, so get those cooking up here pretty quick.
No, I hollered down there. I said, "Hey," I said, "y'all keep fishing. Breakfast's gonna be a little late." I jumped in the forerunner and ran right back up the highway until I found a store to open before I get at least 1 dozen eggs to salvage breakfast.
Beautiful morning this morning. I know the color's probably not going to show up as good on video, but the hills and canyon look real neat, and we have just about finished packing up, and we got to drive back to headquarters to check in for our campsite tonight. Since it's not the same campsite, they wouldn't let us stay checked in, but anyway, so we got to run up there real quick, and then we'll be out on the trail.
Oh, look at him just looking at us like we're in my mind.
You don't get that anywhere else. That is pretty neat. Walking out to your car and buffalo standing out there.
Boy, we make a good video if we get Craig to go running by it, see if we get to taste it.
Everybody getting all their stuff together, and we are about to head out on the trail. Really, I think it's like a mile to the actual campsite, so not too far, and then we'll go hiking in from there. A really pretty morning, about 50 degrees, and there's a pretty good breeze going, but not overly windy, which is about all you can ask for out here. There's beautiful colors in the rocks. Got Tony setting the pace up here. The Texas HIKEaholics coming up, and no telling where ChucoHiker is.
Yeah, for a trail runner.
There he is. We just turned off toward the North Prong campsites. Like I said, wasn't a very far hike in. We're gonna find us a place to set up our tents and get set up, and then go do some day hikes. Here's the main area, and you can see they have a pit toilet up there. Tony's got him a spot, but just a really pretty setting. Pretty much no matter where you get, just get awesome views. This is a neat spot to camp. Well, I got my Gaywood cape set up. Not the best pitch I've ever done, but trying to get it low down to the ground to help out with the wind. And way out there, here, let me see if I can zoom in. That's Chuco out there in the middle of the shot. He's setting his tent up. We'll walk over and check out the Texas HIKEaholics and Bluecollar Backcountry's tent set up. What tent are y'all using?
This is the Nemo Dagger 3-person. We like lots of room.
Yeah, it's always good to have extra space.
It's just a little over 4 pounds, so it's not bad for being a freestanding tent. So, and lots of room.
Man, y'all got a good spot down here out of the wind.
I know, luckily.
Yeah, plenty of wind break down here.
It's a huge difference as soon as you walk down.
All right, Blue Collar, what tent you using here today?
Well, of course, I got my duplex. I've had my Z-Packs duplex. I've had for a few years. Forever, I had my old Go Light Imogene Ultralight 2, and that old tent just felt like home. But I had it so many years, I kind of felt like I was getting the better of it. So back when the Z-Pack started getting so hot and popular, I decided I'd get one. And I've enjoyed it so far. Wintertime, after last year and some severe storms, I've learned to pitch it down a little bit lower in the wintertime because it's not really designed for wind when you got a full pitch on it. But anyway, other than that, the material, I love it. It's good and rugged. Yeah, the weight, of course, everybody, that's what gets everybody, is the weight of them. So anyway, yeah, that's my home.
Yeah, it's one of the nicest tents you can get.
There's times I'd easily be carrying, between the water and the containers I was carrying, I'd be carrying an extra 25 pounds just in the water. Yep. And that's one thing, that's why I got that Baltoro. Like I said last night, you could just about stick a Volkswagen in that thing and carry it with comfort. The suspension on that thing is amazing.
Kind of neat watching everybody, how they make their videos and everything. Everybody's got a little bit different style. Barbara stayed behind at camp, and it's just us guys out here doing this loop trail out to Fern Cave and the Ridge Trail, and I don't know where all else, but it's been a really nice weather so far, and really hardly any wind down here, so just really enjoying it. This is great that we could all get out here, and it was really awesome to meet everybody. I think everybody's having a good time so far. There's the hoodoos up there right in the center of the shot. Really neat. And these hills and rocks are cool and all looking off from a distance, but when you get up close and you can see the textures on all of them, that is really cool. Just made it to the top of the Ridge Trail, and everybody else is right behind me down there on some switchbacks. See if we can find any of them. Yeah, there's Chuco and Tony coming up in the middle of the shot, and I think yeah, there's Craig right there. So we're all almost up to the top. And beautiful view from up here. Just awesome views up here on the ridge. definitely worth the climb up here. It's amazing the two different views up here from this ridge trail. This is one side, and I'll show you the other side here in just a second, and they're only 20 foot apart from these two different viewpoints. Here's that view right off the other side. Awesome. About to start our descent down the ridge, and this is one heck of a last view up here. This goes on forever.
$100. But, and the reason I know that is because that's still not enough to make a living off of it.
No.
And so what he does is he donates that to different like bicycles.
But I don't
But how
know.
much are they getting? Because you know YouTube's
Yeah,
taking the-
that's what I say. They're not
the-
getting much because I watch hundreds
Yeah,
of videos.
and YouTube's taking the vast majority of that.
Oh yeah.
Okay, what sort of videos do y'all watch on YouTube that have nothing to do with backcountry? What's
Oh,
y'all's
that's a
other
good question.
interests that y'all watch?
Well, for me, of course, like I said, the last couple of years, I've really been into cycle touring and cycle backpacking. So it's like, I also know not just the hiking community, I also know another community now.
brother and sister.
And but my other one,
He
and
did
this
live
is
in Arkansas for a while.
yeah, not that long though.
Gotta get out of here.
Channels get millions of views
Yeah.
because it's just something mesmerizing about it.
I went down a lock picking rabbit hole for a while.
I subscribe to a guy, the lock picking lawyer.
He's good.
I subscribe to that channel. I don't care anything about it, but all his videos are like 2-3 minutes long, and he just takes any lock and he can get right into
Yeah,
it.
I've seen
Wow.
him. Anything, it doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah.
And makes it look simple.
Yep.
It's like that's scary.
So because I ordered a real cheap lock picking kit on Amazon, it was like $10 or something. It's really bad.
I thought you looked kind of shady.
Yeah. And I was like,
That little trail up there at Lake Texas, what's that called? Cross Timbers Trail.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. See,
That's a good trail.
I went up there and did that, and almost every scene on the when I brought it up on Windows Movie Maker was corrupt fault.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's what I was sitting here
Thought about
thinking that. I knew that's what it was going to be.
No, I can't get out about yourself.
Yeah.
Because Michelle and I had just come back from Colorado, and we had rode the train.
Well, guys, that's it for the night. Had another great evening of sitting around. Didn't have a campfire because we couldn't have one out here, but another great evening of sitting around talking and talking about YouTube channels and all sorts of other things. So really great conversation tonight. I think had a good dinner, just a really good day. Got some good hiking miles in, got to see some great scenery out here in the Texas Panhandle, and just had a really great time on this trip so far. Hope we have a good night. The wind has died down. It's starting getting pretty chilly, and I think we're going to have a pretty good night as long as the wind stays where it's at. And looking forward to breakfast and our hike out in the morning. So until then, we'll see you in the morning. Well, good morning. It definitely got windy last night during the night, and I think the wind shifted direction from what it was blowing yesterday. So had it coming right up under the front of my Gatewood Cape. Get tucked in here behind this tiny little cedar tree is to get some sort of windbreak to give my stove a chance. And it's really not too bad right in here. Man, the sun is hitting those hills and beautiful. We are on our way out. It is really not too cold, still really windy, but we don't have far to go. And man, it's just a beautiful morning. Really great group of people. And I'm glad we got to come out here for this. This has been awesome. We are coming up on the parking lot. All right, guys, that's the end of the trip. Had an absolute awesome time with everybody out here. And if you haven't heard of some of these channels or checked them out in a while, be sure and check out the Texas HIKEaholics and Bluecollar Backcountry and ChucoHiker. They're all really great people, and I'm really glad we got to do this. This was awesome. Looking forward to doing it again next year, and we'll see you next time.